place at the back of the cycle. Woo, got dumped. Yeah. Those little hills over there were giving me a little turbulence, and I didn't make it as far as I wanted to. So what I'll do is I will set my harness on top of the wing, and then I'll pick everything up and lay all the lines on top of the wing, and I'll ball the wing up, and we'll sort it as the house. Yeah, it looks like if I wouldn't, anywhere but the road, anywhere but landing on the gravel on the road or on the blacktop, it was going to be wildflowers. The spot I'm launching from is right there at that back corner. You can kind of see at that very tallest part of it, it has a little bit of a washout there, and I can actually launch there without too much trouble. So anyways, beautiful day. Not a long flight, but better than working. I feel like if I climb back up and try and launch again, I could do it, but then we're getting into the serious meat and potatoes of the thermic area of the day. I did get up over the ridge a couple times, really good. A very small ridge, got to make really tight turns. Not probably working it optimally. I need to work on that, but it's difficult. It's difficult to try and get away from a 200, or actually it's probably more like a 180 foot ridge. This one might be 160. It's not easy. You gotta have a good wind, and then basically fight the gusts until you can find some thermals that are sticking together low enough, which is hard in a high wind, to get out. If I on days where it's got some moisture, where it's rained and there's some moisture that's held in the ground, it'll broaden those thermals up, and I have a lot more opportunity. And that's what I've done in the past when I've gotten thousands of feet over the ridge. Is I've been able to get a little bit of moisture, and the thermals are broad enough that I can actually work them. When it's this dry, this low, they're not able to stay together. And what you can find that stays together is very violent, this low. So they're kind of spooky. I was trying to stay out in front of the ridge to give myself room away from the ground. The best lift was actually up on top of the ridge, but that doesn't give you any time, right? It would have been best if I could have pushed out in front of the ridge and at least given myself a couple hundred feet. Believe it or not, you can throw a reserve in a couple hundred feet, and it can save your life. But when you're up over the ridge and you've only got like 40 feet, 50 feet, your box is behind you. You're going to get, if you have an event, you're going to get blown back into the lee during the event, and you're not going to be able to throw a reserve. Where I could have stayed up in the air, I was consciously trying to stay out in front of that, just as a safety thing. I say safety, but it is what it is. It's not probably the safest flight, but we did it.